I'm filming this the morning of the 5th of December, and I've found this little cove on my walk along the beach, and I was really guided to speak this out for a video, and it's about Mary Magdalene and the message. Her energy has been coming in just so strong this morning, and it's been building the last few days. And what I would like to share is the things that she says, but also the awareness. And so a few months ago I wrote a channeled message from her. It was very short, but it was a channeled message, and I wrote it in my journal. As each day I'm always receiving messages through my higher self, and I'm journaling them. And often what happens is, at that time when I journal them, I'm not in the frequency or the consciousness to be able to accept the full power of them. And what'll happen is then several months later I'll go through a series of updates and shifts and transformations, and then when I'm ready to be able to bring in that frequency of the codes, the message that I've written, then I will be shown by my higher self, hey, remember when you wrote that a few months ago? Now go back to that and put it out there, which is usually what I do on my Instagram or somewhere. I'll write it as a quote, or I'll put it out. And as much as I am sharing that gift with the world and everyone else to be able to receive that message and receive those codes where they're ready, I'm also activating it within myself. And that's what happens to a lot of us, okay? A lot of us ascension guides, light workers, whatever you would like to call yourself, we tend to get a message and we put it out, and we always think we are doing it for the collective and helping the collective, which we are, but at the same time it's always going to be for ourselves first, okay? Because we're ready to receive that message and activate that message within us to then be able to send it out to the world and be that light beam shining from that message and those codes and that activation. So whenever something comes to you and you just feel guided to share that message, whether it's written in a quote or on your story, your Instagram stories or posts or Facebook or whatever you're on, it is also activating within you, and you're ready to receive that frequency. So the last, I want to say, maybe 2-3 weeks, I have been guided by my higher self to go back to this quote, remember what you wrote down from Mary Magdalene, like go back. And I've opened my book and I've read it several times over the last few weeks and thought, yeah, I need to put that out. I was just guided to put it out in a quote. And then I tend to get a little bit sidetracked, but for me, I find that it's like a build-up, and then there'll be a day where it definitely has to go out today. And so I put it out yesterday. That was the build-up last night, and in fact I was ready to go to sleep, and I had turned my light off and everything, and I think it was about 2 a.m. I no, I've got to do this message now. And that's how really strong the message was to put it out. So I did that, and then I woke up this morning with just this powerful essence of Mary Magdalene and her with me and speaking to me. And I know that in myself I have transformed and shifted so much since I first received that message to be able to really ground this in, anchor it in, and activate it within me. And I am feeling really guided now to work with her a lot more over the next, my higher self is saying, few weeks, to anchor in a lot of the feminine, the divine feminine codes and messages and energy and frequency. So I just wanted to share that with you all, because you're receiving these codes and frequency as well. And the feminines that are listening to this, there is something truly activating in you at the moment. And the masculines that are listening to this also, because we all have that feminine and masculine energy within us. And with the divine partners, whenever Joshua or Mary Magdalene come through, it is a major nod to the divine frequency and couples and conscious couples, conscious soul partners that are here elevating and working together to anchor in this new earth love paradigm. So it's an extreme nod to them, you know, and knowing that, not just a nod to them, sorry, I thought I got a bit distracted, not just a nod to them, but like just to actually say, yes, their frequency is coming in and grounding in more and more onto this planet. So it is the 5th of December 2023 today, and December, I'm hearing, is a real potent energy for the divine masculine and feminine and the Christ Sophia energy to really be anchoring in a lot more within these pairs, within these conscious couples, divine couples, whatever you label them or want to call them, the powerful activations that they bring when they're together, the unions. I'm hearing this, so everything that relates. One of the parts of the message that Mary Magdalene gave me a few weeks ago, or actually it might have been a couple of months ago now. I think it was about 2 months ago, or just over. And one of the messages, or the wording in there, was about how just by looking into the eyes of another, you don't need to speak. You just know what the other is saying, you know what the other is thinking. Just that connection of knowing, and the knowing within the light between the two of you. It's really powerful. And I'm being guided to, which I will do today, to receive more on that, as well as my own personal experiences. I'm sort of putting that aside in terms of listening to what her spirit is telling me as well. And I think, well, I don't think, I know, because I've lived it. So anyone that has lived this experience through and with another, and that connection, when they are receiving these messages, it obviously they can relate so much better. So I know that the divine feminines here that are here with their divine partner are receiving a lot more of the messages and codes than others, because they are experiencing it as well. And so this was what she was saying, and everything that I was receiving was exactly what I had experienced. Looking to the eyes of my divine counterpart, his voice activating me, mine activating him, just the knowing without speaking, and just the knowing of I talk about this a lot over the years, and people say, how do you know? And I say, I can't explain how you know, it's just a knowing. And when she spoke to me about that knowing a couple of months ago, it's just, I knew exactly what she meant. So I will share a little bit more, and as time goes on, I'm really feeling guided. It's like the activation that's happened within me is now bringing through a lot more of these codes to be able to speak it out and share with others, but obviously first and foremost embody that in myself, that activation. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I'm sitting by the beach, and I thought it was beautiful to be able to actually see the water while I was speaking. So I shall be back soon with some more updates. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace and love.